Alright, I wanted to make this video responding to Kid Cudi's tweets about how he's gonna raise hell if shit don't change and his label's not trying to promote his records enough, and like he's not getting enough radio play. And it's like, nigga, we've been telling you this for a minute. These labels only want to promote certain messages, okay? So if you're not willing to put out that kind of message, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They gonna say, all right, bet you don't want to do what we say. Well, then we're just not gonna put bread behind you. Period. Cause Cudi basically said it himself. Why does All Gold Everything from Trinidad James get more radio play than his shit? And it's like, even if you think both songs suck, it's like Cudi has a major label, good music behind it. So it's like, why aren't they paying to get him the radio play that he needs? That doesn't make sense. Because why? Because all they want is a certain shit out there for people to listen to. That's it. All they want is glam, dance, money, cars, clothes, hoes, sex, drugs, violence. That's it. Okay? And because what is a radio song? Okay? I can understand club songs, but what's a radio song? Shouldn't anything be able to get radio play? I mean, at the same time, shouldn't anything be marketable? You can market pretty much anything. You can promote pretty much anything. Anything you want to put out there, you can find an audience that's gonna fuck you. So I don't understand. It's like, clearly there's an agenda. But if you say that, it's like people try to say, oh no, that's conspiracy theorists, that ain't true, but this, that, and the third. And it's like, nigga, you can clearly tell that there's an agenda. Okay? First of all these labels, all these channels, all these newspapers, all these fucking like the news, all all of that shit is run by a handful of corporations. I'm talking about 5, 6 corporations, okay, that are run by 5, 6 CEOs with board members, stockholders, whatever. Okay, so you're talking about a handful of people that control the entire media. Do you understand that? So the same people that control the news, that's not really the news, that doesn't really inform you, that's basically entertainment and theatrics and just all that drama for nothing, okay? The same people that control that, the news that's there to indoctrinate, manipulate, deceive, misinform, distract, etc., control the fucking radio, okay? And the same people that control that shit control the fucking the labels. So obviously, there's an agenda all across the board. Okay, they have everything on lock. They run everything. Same people that run that's not trying to inform you, runs the same shit that puts out fucking music. So why the fuck would they have music that's gonna that's counterproductive? That defeats the whole fucking purpose. Even Lupe said this shit. He's like, okay, if you wanna do what you wanna do, then the label is gonna sit there. Then the label, as at one point or another, is gonna try to screw you anyway. Okay? They be like, alright, okay, you wanna talk about what the fuck you wanna talk about? Okay, cool. Then we're just not gonna put bread behind you like that. Period. We're just not gonna promote your shit like that. Period. Cause okay, before any of these songs even hit the radio, they said they listened to all this shit, and whatever's a good look gets on the radio. But it's like, what's a good look? Okay, because like I said, you can market anything. Okay, why isn't Immortal Technique on the radio? You know why he ain't on the radio. Come on, man. They're not gonna put that type shit on the fucking radio. Cause what's a good look? I don't understand all this. It's like it's so blatant agenda. They're obsessed with only having certain shit on out there for people to see. And if it wasn't for the internet, people would see what the fuck I'm talking about. Because if it wasn't for the internet, all you would be able to listen to, all you would have access to, is what's on the radio, one, and then what's on TV. That's it. Okay? Do you understand how much music you'll be missing out on just without the internet? Okay? Without YouTube, without Wikipedia, without Google, none of that. Okay? Do you know how many niggas would have never even like came up and gotten like such a wide audience? Kendrick, Currency, no, none of that. Okay? You would be stuck within the confines of what they want you to listen to, what they want you to see. That's it. Because that's their agenda. So because of social networking, etc., their agenda can't really work. But that's their agenda. Okay? Everything is so hegemonic. It's like, if you want to be a hip hop artist, this is all you can talk about. This, and that. That's it. Okay? Your range is from here to here. That's it. Okay? Boom, boom. That's it. And it's like, that's not simply through the artist's free will. Okay? On top of the fact that all they do is basically pick pick talented people, and use those people to manipulate the culture in this country. Okay, they take talented people and they offer them all these trinkets and all this wealth and all this materials, etc. And they use those people to attract you towards the negative aspects of society, okay? The negative aspects of mankind, okay? Because why is it that, how can you sit there and say that there could be no positive message on the radio? There could be no positive message supported by a major label. How can that? I mean, like, what? And the thing is, on top of that, they're not even concerned with quality music. They're more concerned about your content. They're more concerned about your message than anything else. You have a positive message. We can't support that. Okay, you can have the worst music, the worst quality music, the worst lyrics. All they're worried about is content. All they're worried about is message. Okay, they're more concerned about that than anything. Okay, and it's like, then they want to sit there and bitch about why their album sales are declining, why people download. Your shit's not worth buying. You wanna know what's worth? You wanna know what's worth buying? You wanna know what's worth buying? Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Cause none of this shit that came out, like, there's very few shits that come out each year that's actually worth buying. Okay, that's within the mainstream. Okay, this is worth buying. Okay, this is worth buying. Okay, what happened to shit like this? Okay, what happened to shit like this or this? Okay, why is it that? And this is what I don't understand. You're supposed to take what's already there and build upon it, okay? That's how we fucking got here. That's how society got to this point, okay? Why do you think we have laptops, we have cell phones, we have TVs, we have fucking planes, cars? Because we took what was already there and we built upon it, okay? So the foundation has already been laid for all these genres. So you have no fucking excuse to really be coming out with music worse than music that came out like a decade ago. And as a major label, how can you basically say that you're not concerned with quality whatsoever? Like, I don't, it just amazes me. Like, what? I mean, what happened to shit like this then? Okay? What happened to shit like this? Nope. Hell nah. Hell nah. You crazy. All that shit is dead. And hip hop, to a degree, is dead. And the mainstream is dead. And it's not really just about hip hop. It's all across genres. It's all across genres. That's why people look at old. That's why the old shit is still getting played. People look at the old shit and look at new shit and be like, "What the fuck is this?" Because it's like you're not even attempting to progress. There's no artistic integrity. There's just none of that. And you have all these frauds that want to sit there and defend the worst perpetrators of all this foolishness. Those people that want to sit there and pretend like their shit is an ass and pretend like they're not feeding into the bullshit. Like, okay, how do you come out with a track talking about some like coming at niggas talking about certain niggas is whack, certain niggas is this that, and the third. Okay, so who are you talking about? And obviously, okay, when we sit you down in an interview and we say, what about this nigga? And you say, oh nah, nah. You come up with all these excuses, this that, and the third. So then who the fuck are you talking about? Apparently nobody's whack, right? It's fucking ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. The whole, I mean, like, the whole apparatus, the whole machine is just corrupted. It's ridiculous. It's just hideous now. Okay? Then you have the critics that want to downplay. Like, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. Lupe's album dropped, and all these critics try to downplay the album. Oh, it wasn't good enough. This, that, and the third. What the fuck do you want from him? I mean, seriously. The beats were on point. The lyrics was on point. He had a number of different messages. I mean, it was textbook Lupe. I mean, like, what? Oh, it wasn't completely mind blowing and just like life altering. So the fuck what? It was still well above average. It still blows away 90% of the shit that comes out. So I don't understand your argument. It's just that to me, it's all working. They're all working together. They just wanted to downplay his message. They just wanted to downplay the album so a lot of people wouldn't fucking listen to it. Because it's bullshit. It still was a good fucking album. It was still a solid album. It was still structured well. It was still well put together. Like, what? But you still want to bitch. For what? What are you bitching about? But then, fucking, like, it's like, okay, Good Kid, Mad City got 4 stars. Rolling Stone. You go to fucking, you look at fucking God Forgives I Don't, 4 stars. Well, hold up. Is this got 4 stars and this got 4 stars? That tells me that both of these albums are on the same level. And clearly that's not the case, okay? If that got 4 stars, and then this shit needs to get 5 stars. It doesn't work that way. You can't like you're showing some kind, like, at some point there's some kind of bias. There's some kind of political shit going on. Because that's ridiculous. There's no way they're on the same level. No one can make that argument. And then you see like I'll use Rick Ross as an example. You see niggas that have to put together albums with all these radio type shits and then still have their shit on there that's still like a solid album just cause they know that they have no choice but to do that. This shit is just ridiculous. It's pathetic. It's a complete mess. I'm running out of time. That's all I have to say.